Welcome to the Pirate Handyman, where we teach you how to become more self-reliant and save some coin for your treasure chest. If you dig what we're doing, hit that subscribe button down below. Doesn't cost you a thing and you'll join our crew. And if you hit that ship's notification bell, you'll be notified every time a new tip drops. We've got a problem with our garbage disposal. So we're going to have to take it out, look and see if we can fix it. And if we can't, then you would just put in a new one. This one happens to be in good working shape, but we're still going to show you how to take it out and put it back in. So the tools that you're going to need, first of all, is you're going to need some kind of bowl or bucket to catch water. And then hopefully we're going to just be able to get by with a couple of screwdrivers. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the drain, and you can see the drain right here comes from the dishwasher. You can see that it just is a screw that we're going to take off and then pull this off. So we just loosen this clamp, position our bucket, and it's been on here a little while, so I have to work it back and forth. I've got another clamp back here farther that I'm going to loosen up to see if I can get some leverage. So we'll let that drain and then set it in the bucket. And this is going to be interesting. You see this has been on here a while, so it broke a piece off, but we'll still be able to get it to work here. Okay, forgot to tell you we got to unplug it. You want to do that very first thing.
Fix your Papa Pirate.
So we're going to set the cord out of the way. Now we look up here and you can see we've got a mounting bracket. And this just slides. And it doesn't slide very far. You can see that it's got kind of an up tilt to it. We don't have to take these screws out. Now, if you're getting a new unit, you might have to take this apart. You just have to look at the instructions on the box. So we can either do this with our hands, or if we can't get it, then we can use a screwdriver to loosen it. Okay, so now I've got it loose, and it's going to want to come right down. So there we go. Now we're going to take this little strainer off. Take the ring off.
99 bottles of rum and we got 99 bottles of rum. Drink it down, don't act like a clown. 98 bottles of rum and we got.
All right, so we've got it down. Now the first thing I want to do is, if you've ever had a new garbage disposal put in, you might have found one of these Allen wrenches laying around. This is made specifically for the garbage disposal. In another video we showed you if your garbage disposal gets stuck, this is how you loosen it. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure that I've got this cleaned out. So I'm just going to insert it. It's on the very bottom of the shaft, and this will go right in. So I'm turning it, and it's turning very freely, so that's good. So just to get any of the residual glass out of here, because that is our specific problem, I'm just going to turn it upside down, give it a shake. Now you can see this a little better than in the prior video, but if your garbage disposal overheats, it'll shut itself off because it doesn't want to, it's got protection in there so it doesn't burn up. So all you have to do is push this red button and it'll reset it. It's just like a little mini circuit breaker, and that just resets it. Here's where the tool goes. Just goes right in the bottom of the motor shaft. And here it's going very smoothly. Even the dog agrees. All right, so now it's time to reinstall this. And because this is a slide, Remember, it just took about an eighth of a quarter turn. We have to have it seated while we push it up there. Now this thing is heavy, and it's awkward to get it up in there and be able to turn it. If you're real strong, you can do it, but if you're like me and getting a little bit long in the tooth, it's a little tough to do it. So this is just your standard car jack when you're jacking your car up to change a tire. So what I'm gonna do is I just set this on here. Now I'm gonna have to open it up quite a bit, and it just turns. All right, so now we've got it to engage. Now I don't want to tighten it all the way yet because I have to make sure that I get the P-trap lined up correctly. So I'm going to reattach the P-trap first. Now I'm going to need it to turn this way. Tight. Then I'm going to turn the water on and watch for, make sure I don't have any leaks. And we have no leaks. All right, one thing I do want to point out, we've pointed this out in other plumbing videos, but you see that these all have tabs on them, and those tabs are so you can grab them and push with your thumb, you know, pull it with your index finger. That way you don't have to use a pipe wrench, because these just need to be finger tight. It's not like the old cast iron and the copper where you have to use a pipe wrench. You can just do all this with your fingers. So now that we've got all of this lined up, we want to tighten the fixture here on the garbage disposal. So we're going to pull it tight, and then we're going to take our screwdriver, put it through here, give it just a little turn just to make sure that it's tight. And now we've got it back. So we're going to plug in our garbage disposal and see if it's now working the way it should. One thing I forgot to point out: we're using the same drain pipe for this is for the dishwasher. If this is a new unit, some dishwashers don't drain into the garbage disposal, and so there's a knockout plug in here, so you don't have to use it. And it's just right inside here. If you look at the directions on the new garbage disposal, it'll tell you where it is, and basically you just use a screwdriver to push against it and pop it out, and then you take it out. But we're going to rehook this up. I won't make you sit through that, but just wanted to make sure I pointed that out. Okay, so now we're going to make sure the disposal works. Always run the disposal with water going through it. So that's what keeps it cool. And here's another little tip: try not to use hot water. So we turn it on, and it's working perfect. All right, so now we're going to take the jack out, and we want to make sure we put it back in our car, so the next time we have a flat tire, we'll be able to change the tire. And hey, we've got a video on that if you need to know how to change a tire. So we'll put that back, and thanks for joining us here on the Pirate Handyman. Hope you dig what we're doing. If you want to join the crew, hit that subscription button down below and hit that ship's notification bell, and you'll be notified every time a new tip drops to help make you more self-sufficient and save coin for your treasure chest. Smooth sailing.